Hello and welcome everybody. Randy here with Nerds Templar, bringing you once again the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. And this is Season 0 officially, Season 1 officially. And this is the yellow set number 1. So this is the 4th time around in set number 1, if you will. The last of the four divisions to go. And final time, we'll look at this quickly. You'll know it for sure by now, probably you already do. It's the springtime themed season, so we got the high yield of bunny hoods and super and poison mushrooms, all those coming out for our fighters here in our regular 3-stock battle. And we're playing on Dreamland to go along with the spring theme. So we got today, again, yellow team in 10 matches every day, all season long. It's going to be 10 matches, all divisional ones. It's going to be the same through the whole time. It's going to be red, green, blue, yellow. But we're going to be doing 5 a week videos, that is. So every week we're going to get an extra. The first person that plays during the week will end up playing last. And so then the next week will come around and the next new person will play first and then also last. And so this time around it's red, green, blue, yellow, red. And then next week it'll be green, blue, yellow, red, green, and then so on and so forth. So right now we got yellow. 10 matchups and 1 bye, 21 opponents, competitors in each division. We got this time around Sonic taking on Pikachu, and a newcomer to the division that we've seen before in Sonic, taking on Pikachu, an old-time veteran of the Yellow Division now after Season 0. Then we got Duck Hunt versus Ridley, 2 newcomers. Richter versus Samus, another newcomer to the division. Min Min versus Sephiroth, 2 new opponent, new to the league in general. And we got the Wii Fit trainer and the Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers also new to the division, but they actually made the playoffs at 9 and 11 last season. Didn't do so well, I suppose. Incineroar versus Joker is after that. 2 new to the league. And then we have Isabelle versus Olimar. Olimar from the Yellow Division last season. And we have Daisy versus the Mii Swordfighter. Again, 2 new ones there. And we have Ike, the 2nd place from last season in the regular season. Had first all season until the very end. Taking on Zero Suit Samus, new to the division. Did not fare very well last season in the blue. And finally, we have Pokemon Trainer, that one who took the first place spot at the very end of the season from Ike. Taking on Robin, again, another new one to the league entirely. And we have Mr. Game & Watch, who's new to the division on a bye. He was the first on a bye last season for blue, oddly enough. He's first on a bye this season for yellow. And so, let us begin. Let us begin. Sonic taking on Pikachu. And of course, no special skins just yet. This is only week 1. You can almost say set 1, subset number 4 if you want. Set 1, division 4. That's why I just say yellow division. It's not necessarily the 4th, it's just the last one we're doing. But yeah, so Sonic did not do well last season at all. He ended up, where did he end up? 6 and 14. So he ended up winning a few toward the end of the season, but still wasn't very good at all. Pikachu won just enough to make it into the playoffs pretty much at 10 and 10. Had, I guess, kind of a cushion there, but not much. And so, you know, I guess seeing if he can return to the playoffs here this season. Maybe, perhaps, slightly less. I mean, there's obviously more competition because there's just more fighters, but maybe the competition that he now has to face is slightly less worrisome than the ones that left, which were, Jigglypuff, Lucario, Marth, and Pit. Pikachu and Olimar both 10 and 10 last season, so eventually we'll get to see that rematch. Oh man, a big knockdown attack from Pikachu there. Gets that first stock from Sonic, and we are off. Little Pikachu slowly running across the map to get that big mushroom, and back to normal size. Sonic is now tiny. Got some bunny ears. Oh my, he's gonna just hop himself right off the map with those things. You'd think this would be a slightly interesting matchup. I don't know, two lighter weight speedsters. Pikachu, now the poison mushroom on him is gonna be enough for Sonic to get that knockout. Only 37-53 now on Sonic, but still in this, right in this. Would be maybe an interesting way to see things start. Sonic with a win. Avoiding the big mushroom. Pikachu gets it. Sonic back to normal size regularly, naturally. Giant Pikachu. Gigantamax. And he launches himself over to the poison mushroom. That was silly. 80% on Sonic. Bunny ears for Pikachu. Into the big mushroom. Still has a slightly decent lead here, Pikachu that is. Oh, avoid Sonic there. Sonic now with the poison mushroom, and Pikachu takes advantage. It's a knockout at only 87% on Sonic there, and he's down to his last stock. Pikachu is giant again. Pika! Watch those giant Thundershocks. 67 on Pikachu's second. Got another Super Mushroom. He's grabbing all of them. It is going to be quite helpful if you get that many Super Mushrooms over your opponent. And especially if your opponent keeps getting Poison Mushrooms, like Sonic has now. Everything's back to normal, everyone normal sized. Bunny ears on Sonic though. And Pikachu's got another Super Mushroom. Yeah, it's good. We turned up the frequency. The goal was to just have mushrooms kind of raining from the sky the whole match, which kind of is what happens. Of course, then we threw the bunny hood in there, so there's always the chance that falls instead. If we didn't do that, then of course there'd be more mushrooms raining from the sky. But that's all right. That's all right. The slight variance is okay, I feel. That's all right. Especially because there's two different types of mushrooms, so we do get more of those than the hoods. And Pikachu pulls a poison one, and at 109% just barely stays on the map. 77 on Sonic's last, though. He's got a... Never mind. He's just gonna roll himself straight to oblivion there, and Pikachu wins just like that. Well done, Pikachu. Great job at the end there. You did so much. Wow, 4-14 match. A little longer with these two featherweights. Sonic was just done playing, so he just went off the side of the map. All right, that's how things start for the Yellow Division season. Duck Hunt, one of our new characters, up against another new one in Ridley. A very similar fighters here, obviously. Time will only tell. Maybe you guys already have like a slight idea of how this is going to go. They're not necessarily DLC fighters. They are new to the league, however. Ridley is now a giant dragon thing. I don't know what... I'm pretty sure he's a dragon, right? Basically even, though. Back and forth we go. Are those like flaming oil cans he's throwing there? What? Didn't connect. Neither did, I don't think, the guy with the sombrero. Oh. Ridley not able to make it back to the map. Duck Hunt gets the first stock in a lead for like a half a second. Ridley came back and changed that. Made things square. No one seems to be able to grab that bunny hood there. Ridley finally gets it. They're both kind of going for it. Cowboy, I don't think he did anything there. Oh, there we get the gangster. Again, extremely close in percent this entire time. Super Mushroom for Duck Hunt. Ooh. The shot there, though, takes a few shots from Ridley, who's now big himself again. Oh! Grabs him, punches him a few times, and whips him off the stage. And now Ridley up a stock, 81% on it. Oh, man, and Duck Hunt immediately comes back and answers. And we're down 1-1, 0% each. What a fight we got on our hands here. Only going to see one of every fight in the division this season. Everyone fights everyone else once. That's all we got time for. And no interdivision matchups, because that's already a long time. That's a few months time just to get through all these matchups, because there's so many opponents, so many, 84 altogether. So the playoffs are going to be pretty comprehensive, I would say. So you should be all right. And then further seasons will determine many more things. Whoa, Duck Hunt. Oh, yeah, the duck saves him there. That big up B, and he comes back strong. Whew. There goes Ridley. And Duck Hunt with a strong victory there. Seemed like a pretty good match, unless they're both bad. It seemed like a good one. All right. Much closer than our last match, at least. Is that? We got another one, obviously. We got Richter taking on Samus. Richter, new to the league. Samus, new to the division. Actually, almost made her way. She started off decent last season, then went horribly wrong through the middle, and then kind of won a couple matches, I think, toward the end again, like Sonic, but she was 7-13, so just a match above Sonic, a little closer to perhaps playoff contention. Maybe if a few matches went her way, who knows? She would have made playoffs and could have made a run. Once you get to playoffs, right, you never know what's going to happen. Samus off to a pretty bad start here, though. Richter, perhaps a decent opponent. Fighter, competitor, character. Samus may be able to make it back because of the bunny hood there. And turned tiny while she had Richter in her grasp, and maybe that helped him turn things around there. He eliminates her first. He is up to 73 now. Maybe Samus can bring things back a tad here. A few big hits. That was a nice one. And then gets the poison mushroom. Not great. And Bunny Hood's almost blown off the stage. She grabs one before they both are. Rolls herself toward Richter. Gets the super mushroom by mistake. Which helps her immensely to almost bring this back to even, actually. 26 on her, now 41 to begin the second stock bout. But quickly, oh yeah, brought things back. Richter trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Again, seeing the ordinances of Richter in the person of Simon already earlier in the week. I believe he's in the red division, right? Yeah. And he fared quite well. In fact, he beat Peach. So we could pretty much kind of go into this, I guess, maybe thinking perhaps Richter had a good shot. Knowing what Samus did last season, knowing what Peach did last season, and knowing that Simon had beaten Peach already. But hey, Samus still a decent shot here. Ooh, speaking of decent shots, that one connects 99% on Richter after that energy blast. And throwing axe in one of those weird spinny blade things. 99 to 84. Samus in some trouble. Chain whip hits, and Samus 111 now percent. I think she may be done here. She needs an immediate. No, oh wow, that is just not even a fair move at all. What? So yeah, Richter wins. That's a crazy up A charge attack that has the most ridiculous range ever, and Samus is not going to survive that. Nope. All right. Another one with two new competitors to the league entirely here. And this time, we got two DLC fighters going up. Actually, I don't know if we've had... I think we may have had this. Maybe not, though. This may be the first time two DLC fighters are fighting each other. But it's Min Min versus Sephiroth. Two characters I know nothing about. I mean, I know a lot about Sephiroth himself as a character, I guess, not in SSBU. I know what Min Min is. ARMS seems like a kind of a cool game. I don't have it, but I wouldn't mind having it, playing it, trying it out. But we'll see how they do in SSBU AI. Sephiroth is big, makes that long sword even longer. I mean, it's massive. It's going to cover like the entire map, especially when he has the super mushroom. Yeah. Not a whole lot happening yet, though. A little damage piling up, I suppose. 98 now on Min Min. And Sephiroth, yeah, just knocking her away from the map. That'll do it. Min Min down already here. Trying maybe the same tactic, and it works for her. Sephiroth not able to make it back to the map, and we're tied again, 2 stock each. Jumps on Sephiroth, he falls to the ground, unconscious. Getting the lead in percent here for Sephiroth, 57 to 16. Big energy blast hit from him. A lot of characters with energy blast attacks, right? Oh, flurry of kicks from Min Min. That's not going to do much since Sephiroth had no percent on him, really. Oh, there's another strong up A. Doesn't have the range that Simon and Richter's does, but still pretty decent range for Sephiroth there. Another nice elimination from him. Say nice fight overall. Again, that flurry of kicks, not able to do it, but that one more does it. And again, we're back to even. Quite an interesting matchup. Again, you never know with two new fighters if it's just that they're both bad, equally bad, or if, you know, maybe they're both equally good or average. Like I said in the last video for the blue set, I feel like maybe after 5 rounds for everybody, we'll start getting an idea of how things are faring. And then about 10 matches in, halfway through, I would hope to start seeing certainly some patterns forming, just like last season. But with so many more opponents, it's going to be a little crazier, but also a little less crazy because it's not Pokeballs anymore, as you can tell, obviously tell. Doesn't mean we'll never go back to doing that. In fact, next time maybe we'll even do Pokeballs at Saffron City, which would be even more insane, or at Pokemon Stadium or something. But that's for the future. That's for a future season. Anywho, right now though, what's happening is Min is in a lot of trouble with a one stock each. Sephiroth, only 48%, Min at 132. Sephiroth is small right now, helping her. She only needs a couple big hits, and she can do this, or just to knock him off the map like she did the first stock. Sephiroth obviously just an easy hit away, and almost with another one of those strong up A attacks. Can't hit it. Min dodges. And can she dodge that? No, she cannot dodge the Dark Energy Blast. Too big coming from the supersized Sephiroth. And there you have it. Sephiroth wins it in 4:16. So, in case you're wondering, we've had Cloud, Sephiroth, and Sora all win, if you want to count Sora in with Cloud and Sephiroth. I do. He doesn't fit in anywhere else in this game, so yeah. They all won. All the Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy adjacent characters won their first match. We have Wii Fit Trainer, the new trainer to the league. And she just so happens to, she's not up against the other trainer in Pokemon Trainer today, but she just so happens to be in the same division as Pokemon Trainer. She is going up against the Ice Climbers. I guess this can also be, at some point, we can go with the guy, but yeah, I was gonna say there should be blue, green, red, and yellow. There we are. So of course for her secondary, it'll be just her in the actual color of her division, and then for the tertiary, we'll sub in the guy. The guy will come in, and we'll probably do the same for Inkling, I think. And I think for the ones that are actually named, like Corinne's, we'll probably just choose the female for that. And I think, I don't know, maybe I was looking at it, and I think for other purposes and perhaps other future things that we may do here, I was gonna maybe make one of them just make it the either one of them the female like permanent, or one of them a male permanent. Out of like there's 2 or 3 of them that you can choose either a girl or a boy version of that character. And I think just for like numbering purposes, one of them we needed just one to be either the girl character or the boy character, and the rest could be the other one. But I cannot remember. Right here we got again Ice Climbers playoff contender last season, the last to make it, very last, the only 9 and 11 in the league. Did obviously end up moving divisions because it was not good enough to stay in that blue division. Good enough for playoffs, not good enough to stay in the division. We'll see. We will see how they fare here in yellow. Yellow's an odd division. It's made even more odd now because of half of them moving. Of course, it was a small division last season, so half moved, bottom half moved, top half stayed. But that top half was the bottom half of the top half was tedious at best. Pretty much tied almost the whole time with the rest of the bottom. So, yeah, I don't know. They may struggle a little bit here, and that's Pikachu and Olimar I'm speaking of. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll, again, find it a little easier without those other opponents. Maybe those opponents were actually quite good, and this entire division was quite good. It's hard to tell. That's why these subsequent seasons will help. That's why the changing of the divisions with the characters and like toward the middle will help. And what we're gonna do is basically the rank in every division, rank 9 to 15 is gonna be what moves. So that's 7. The top 8 and the bottom 6 will stay, and the middle 7 will be moving on every season to a new division. Right now, in this match, the Wii Fit trainer just sort of tied things up, but she lost the first stock, and she's now at 55 to 67 here, as they both moved to 2. Ice Climbers kind of handling things, I suppose, right now. They had some chances. They were in some decent positions in the division. These were actually the ones that if they won, I think it was Falco they had to beat to stay in the division, and they did not, so Fox ended up staying instead of them. So yeah, they were close. They were actually over 500 for at least several sets last season. It'll be interesting to see where they end up, I think, here. Just like perhaps Link, that just was on the cusp and ended up moving divisions, could be the new breath of fresh air they're looking for, that they needed to make it to the top of a division. Wii Fit trainer in some trouble now at 154%, but 91 on Ice Climbers. It's not so bad for her. Able to stay on from that attack. Of course, with divisions changing, but some staying, the top will stay. So that means those that can remain at the top will command a division for a long time. And the bottom stays, which means that those in the bottom need to work if they want to get a little new setting for themselves. As the Ice Climbers do finally get that stock, and oh my, just don't make it back to the map there. They were right next to the ledge. He didn't grab it, and so lost that, even though it's over 100% on the stock, he lost it just by falling off the side. Still has a decent advantage, all the damage he's putting out right now. 79% on Wii Fit trainer. Barely anything on the Ice Climbers. Dodges that sun. Running back and forth with Bunny Hood doing nothing. Just doing some sprints. Wii Fit trainer. What it's all about, exercise. Unfortunately, because of that, yeah, she's just gonna get knocked out here. No, I'm kidding. I mean, she's done pretty well for herself here. Almost even, kind of, with Ice Climbers, it seems. At least, again, this particular time around. Without the Pokeballs and things are a lot more stable. The results are going to be a lot more what they should be, like in, you know, just a general match. Something that doesn't have any special stuff. But, you know, we want a few special things happening. We want something a little more interesting than what we will eventually do, you know, no items or anything and on Final Destination and do a whole season like that, I guess. But that's not going to be every season. 5:21 match. That was a super long one. But yeah, I mean, Wii Fit trainer kind of close, I guess. Ice Climbers didn't really have to worry a whole lot there, though. That was our halfway point, if you're wondering. Next, we got two more new to the league. We got Incineroar taking on a DLC character, Joker. I know a lot of people like this guy. I can't remember what game he's from. Incineroar, I can't remember what game he's from either. Just kidding, he's a Pokemon. I believe he's from Sun. Yeah, he's Litten's evolved form, and that is Sun and Moon, right? I wasn't thinking about that. I was making sure I had the name. It is a Litten, right? Yeah. Litten, and honestly, I don't know if I can think of the second one's name. Maybe I'm just being silly. But then, of course, Incineroar here. I guess they wanted to maybe, I don't know, maybe he's something in the anime that they made him a guy here in the game. Or maybe it's just because he's a, you know, Pokemon that everyone was supposed to know from that time period, because this was around when Sun and Moon came out, right? So, yeah. With a really, really quick first stock taken there, because Incineroar is super strong, got some super strong attacks. He's a bit slower, but if you can hit the attacks, then it doesn't matter. And he is hitting the attacks. Joker goes down again. It's not looking good for that guy. Not against the supercharged Incineroar. With that fire belt, wrestling belt. Got a bunny hood and a super mushroom. Frightening. Is he going to be our second to go flawless? Which is almost like also first to go flawless, because, you know, they didn't have a chance to play before the blue division when, who was it, Sora that went flawless last time around. Oh, no, he won't, because he is just going straight down. Tried to make it back, couldn't quite. Lost that, but is not going to lose this match unless, I don't know, I guess, I suppose Joker could make some ridiculous comeback here. He's got whatever that crazy thing is, a little spirit going on with him there. It just disappeared when that bar ran out, of course. Now, refilling, but it's not going to have any time to refill. Incineroar has taken this one. Yep, he did it. He did it. 218, that's a pretty quick one there. Not flawless, and so Sora remains the only flawless victory so far in the first at all this season. First sets only, of course. We have 4 matches left in this first set week. In our yellow division subset of set 1, Isabelle versus Olimar. Olimar, one of the veterans of the yellow division, but only seen Pikachu so far. Still have Ike and Trainer to see. Only 4 of them. So, here's Olimar. Isabelle, new to the league. 2 tiny characters facing off against each other. There's so many tiny fighters in this now. Olimar actually getting a little destroyed here. He struggled a bit through the season, but he did end up 10-10 when all was said and done. So, so not bad. Playoff worthy. So there's that. There's also, yeah, him still getting destroyed by Isabelle here. Oh, he got hooked. Not thrown off the map though. $127 on him already. 80 on Isabelle though. Olimar's starting to stack the damage up himself a little bit. Oh. Watch right below that. And that was a giant one too. I wonder if the rocket stays giant if she places it when she's Super Mushroom and then goes back to normal size, or if it's based on the size she is when it comes up. Oh, Olimar there with that Super Mushroom of his own, able to take the first stock, and slightly tied up Olimar, caught by that rocket for a moment. Isabelle tiny now. Tinier than usual. Olimar again starting to fall behind in percent here. 17 to 69, 70 to 80. And he will not. Oh, yeah, he will make it back to the map because Isabelle just saved him after doing all that work to try to knock him off. Saved him and almost got knocked off herself. But nope, we're back. Both of them on the map, 34 to 103% though. Yee. Both of them have bunny hoods popping all over the place. Olimar, bunch of percent on him. Now he's supersized. Crazy with all those Pikmin supersized as well. Well, still not launched far enough. Isabelle now with the Super Mushroom. That is enough to do it. 59 on her right now. A decent lead. Not the worst. I mean, it's a good competitor. You want to win all your matches, obviously. But to, I guess, show your skills, a match win over Olimar, certainly not the worst way to do that. It's a competitor we've seen. Competitor who's stayed in the division. Means something, right? Maybe it means nothing. Isabelle. Shot here, maybe. To take him out. Well, nope. Nope, not much damage done while Olimar was tiny. Got a rocket. On the top there. Oh, Isabelle fishing next to the rocket. She's trying to pull him up to it, it looked like. Another tiny mushroom. Isabelle grabs it. And Olimar, I mean, if he just wants to, like, do something here. Yeah, it looks like the rockets are based on the size Isabelle is whenever they're uncovered. Olimar cannot do the damage, I guess, get the hit necessary to take Isabelle out, even at 145%. He's at 93 on his last stock here. It's not looking good at all. He's back to normal size now after eating a poison mushroom. Isabelle wasn't able to capitalize on that. He gets another big one. Can he get the second knockout on this dog girl thing? No, he can't. She gets the big mushroom. Hooks Olimar and almost, yep, tosses him way out beyond the rainbow. And she shall take that one in about almost 5 minutes. 4.5. 4:47. Another pretty long one. But a decent one. Decent one. Considering again where Olimar was last season, not bad. Got 3 matches left. Daisy could be quite interesting, being the echo of Peach, who we know to be a good competitor from last season. Taking on the Mii Sword Fighter. A glorious battle. So, based on the way the other Miis have been doing, maybe doesn't bode that well for the Sword Fighter, but hey, they're not the same character, so you never know. He's up against, again, somebody who's probably going to be tough. Probably would not be surprised seeing her toward the top of the division when things are all said and done. Unless, again, we don't know for sure how strong that red division really was last season. Maybe all those fighters tied at the top of red really weren't elite, and they were just, mediocre and all paired together in a mediocre division. Again, something we'll just have to find out as time goes by. As seasons progress. Swordsman able to get back to the map here. Taking some damage though, it's kind of still close. Daisy not landing all that many hits at the moment. A couple. Not many hits of any landing. Sword Fighter almost bringing it back with that one. Those two. And another little mushroom grabbed while he had Daisy grabbed though, and that didn't help at all. Ooh, that was crazy. She threw the turnip. I'm pretty sure it hit him, but it came back and also hit her from the tornado that he threw, right? So what happened, because he got hit, and he just got hit again. First stock gone from the Sword Fighter. Daisy 150 now. Hanging in there. Oh, not hanging in there any longer. Basically even again. Daisy, tiny mushroom. Uh-oh. Daisy gets back to normal size with the big one there. Bunny Hood falls. She grabs it, misses the club. Whoa, Sword Fighter going for the edge play and can't quite get it. Looked like he had it for a moment. Ooh, a big sword attack there. Daisy walked right into it. He's lucky he was small at the time. Ooh, club hits, but he didn't have quite that much percent on him. Daisy now with a poison mushroom. She's small. Big one for the swordsman. Ooh, the block. Turnip connects. Counter. Hip. Countered. And that hip is not. He's at 124 now. Daisy at 69. Another counter for Daisy. Oh, another poison mushroom for Daisy and a super mushroom for Sword Fighter that just wore off. They're both back to normal size with that super mushroom for Daisy. Blocks the big sword attack, gets grabbed, thrown in the air, 91 to 129. Blocks the tornado, not the next attack. Tiny mushroom for Swordsman, and that's going to do it. There goes his second stock, and 101 on Daisy's second. It's a pretty good matchup, I would say. And again, considering that Daisy's probably going to be a lot like Peach. Ooh, this might mean the Sword Fighter is not so bad after all. I mean, not like we knew he would be or anything. It's just that the other Miis didn't do so well yet. They've only fought one match. Everyone's only had one match so far, so we'll see. Sword Fighter's big. Oh, Daisy taking tons of damage. She can't take another hit like that or she's in trouble, because she's down to one herself. Or Sword Fighter tying things up quickly after losing his second hit. Oh, that's gonna do it. The super mushroom, Daisy falling again in right above him. She did that several times. She should have probably realized after the first one or two that it's gonna hurt. She continues to do that. Sword Fighter. I guess not really a comeback. They were kind of pretty much neck and neck the whole time. But a great win for sure for him. And we'll see what that means for Daisy. I don't think I wouldn't worry, honestly, too much. Because again, going off how Peach competed last season. But we'll see, though. I mean, Peach did, again, lose to start things this season as well. So who knows? Maybe she's really not that good either. She lost to Simon, though, and Simon and Richter both seem extremely strong. So there's also that. 2 matches left now. Ike. That means that we got our 2 best competitors from last season to come. Ike is taking on Zero Suit Samus, one of the not-so-great competitors from last season. From the blue division, she comes, and it is the 5 and 15 Zero Suit Samus. So the last in this division to start the season who had a record, right? But it would mean she was also last in blue last season. So that's Zero Suit Samus, who's now big, and now she's normal size. I think no, now she's big again. And Ike was 14 and 6, even though he was, I believe, but he was the last undefeated in the league. Pretty sure he went over 10 wins, maybe 11 wins, or 12, perhaps even undefeated. No, I don't think it was 12, but it might have been 11 undefeated. And he ended up 16 and 4. So, I mean, I'm sorry, 14 and 6. So that's pretty crazy. I don't know if that means, I don't know what that means, honestly. But again, not dealing with the Pokeballs, it's going to be a little clearer who's where. And I feel like if people don't have any Pokeball support, Ike might just start clearing the house. I don't know. We shall find out. A lot more heavy hitters, a lot more characters in general, so a lot more heavy hitters, a lot more potential to just every division be taken by fighters that just have those big shots like Ike does, or somebody who's just thick like Bowser, King K Rool. But we'll see, because Ness made it last season. Pikachu made it last season. A lot of small opponents were able to do pretty well, so not all of them did horribly. Zero Suit Samus was able to take Ike out for the first of his stock. Now tied 2-2. She's actually only at 44% herself. Doing kind of well here. You just need to avoid the big attacks. Oh man, stunned just before she got hit. Ike was, that is. Yeah, I know, easier said than done of just avoid the big attacks. But yeah, that's what a fast opponent would need to do, obviously, over a larger, stronger opponent. We just tend not to see it, I suppose, but hey, you never know. Ike has taken a bit of a lead here, yep, and they're going to take a bigger lead with that knockout after Samus hits about almost 100%. 36% on her from that one sword strike. That hurts. That hurts. She's now got a poison mushroom. Ike 54% on his second stock. Looking to just finish this thing after Samus kept it close for a bit. Blocks that big sword attack, but again, looks like it might only be a matter of time before he lands the one he needs. Size is shifting back and forth, but not much doing because of it. Ike's big now, though. Oh, wow, Samus blocks that attack. Not that one, though. Finally, Ike gets it. It's basically just a whole game of trying to play defense against him until he just ends up getting the attack that he's looking for to hit. So, in a case like that, it's tough to win if you're just constantly trying to defend against Ike. It's only a matter of time before you lose in that situation. Final match. Could be better than that, could be worse, could be about the same. We don't know, because it's the best in the league Pokemon trainer, or best in the division Pokemon trainer, taking on a new one completely in Robin. This is one that, of course, has both a male and female version, wherever Robin is. Where is Robin? Robin. Oh. Yeah, okay. It's not a DLC character. Robin is at least, like, to me, I don't know any guys named Corinne. And what's the other one? Byleth. I don't know anyone named that at all, so that one I guess doesn't matter. But Corinne, I only know girls named Corinne, so that's probably going to be the one that ends up we just use the female character of. And then, yeah. It doesn't matter for Byleth, I guess, and Robin can be the guy. That'll work. I don't know why we have Pokemon Trainer in our hand here, but that works. That works. Trainer versus Robin. New character to the league, but not a DLC character. Robin, Pokemon Trainer again, the best of them in the league here. In the division. I'm sorry, in the division of Yellow. Just passed up Ike, I think, like either the set before last or the very last set, passed him up and took the first place spot from him. See if he can continue his winning ways. He slash both of them, because again, just actually will work out just like the others that like Inkling, or what's the other one I said that we like Wii Fit Trainer, where the main one, like the female version of the trainer, the Wii Fit Trainer that is, will also have the female for the secondary, but then for the tertiary skin, if you will sub in the guy, so he'll come in. So technically you could almost think of them as like two 2-in-1 fighter team, but only one fights at a time. Same with Pokemon Trainer, which we've already seen. It actually works the exact same way, where the secondary is also a male, and then the tertiary was the female version, and that was actually just because of the colors. But it worked out. It worked out. That again, we have the tertiary sub in. The other character, the female version, came in, but we won't do that again for the named characters like Robin and Corinne and Byleth. We're gonna just pick one for those, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Not sure exactly. Yeah, Robin will probably just be the guy. Byleth will probably just be a guy for Byleth and Robin, and Corinne will be the girl. And right now, we're actually like neck and neck. So, never mind. Charizard is going to make sure that is not the case any longer. That Super Mushroom certainly helps. Giant Squirtle now comes out. Giant both of them though, because yeah, they both have Super Mushrooms. Squirtle now back to normal size. 164% easily launchable, obviously. Ivysaur out now and launched. Charizard comes out now to begin the second stock for the Pokemon Trainer. Go. It's a nice blast there. Almost even with percent again here. Byleth looks like he's got some sword strike charge there. Oh, it changes to a spell book. Could you perhaps call him a spell sword? Back to the sword, charging that thing up. Knocked off the stage. And got an aqua colored book that time. Out. The red book for fire, probably. Charizard with a big lead now, though, Pokemon Trainer. Oh no, but the horrible up B. And there goes Pokemon Trainer's second stock. I can't believe it. Just like that, Robin with a decent lead here. But a lot of percentage. Squirtle, super-sized Squirtle, is able to take that stock. A big hit there from Robin, though, and a tiny mushroom for Robin. 42 on Ivysaur. One stock left each. Robin gets the big mushroom. Charizard comes out to try to deal with it. Oh no. Whatever dark plasma spellcast that was landed successfully for a moment. But wait a second. Big Charizard falls off the map again. Regular size now, 105. Oh! That almost did it. Big Charizard again, almost with the flame charge, takes Robin out, but can't quite. Another big mushroom doesn't do it. Now Robin with the big mushroom, 126 to 62. It's kind of anyone's game. Robin just needs one nice attack, and there it is, connecting with the fire into the sword attack, and there goes Charizard. Down goes Pokemon Trainer. First match of the season, the best of the best in the division loses to Robin, newcomer, and a nice match for sure. And obviously then that bodes pretty well for Robin. Again, for Ike, for Pokemon Trainer, wouldn't worry a whole lot. We've already seen what they can do. So yeah, but that's it, guys. That's our 10 matches for the end of the last subset of our first set here, the Yellow Division. Sonic losing to Pikachu to begin things there. Duck Hunt defeating Ridley. Richter defeating Samus. Sephiroth beating Min Min. The Ice Climbers defeating the Wii Fit Trainer. Incineroar beat Joker. Isabelle beat Olimar. Me Sword Fighter defeated Daisy. We had Ike beat Zero Suit Samus. And just now had Robin defeat the Pokemon Trainer. Game & Watch again was on a bye, so we'll see him next time. Speaking of next time, check out those schedules. Again, keep doing these every day, every set. We're going to show 2, so you can stay ahead of the curve if you want. If you get ahead in these first set, I should say, for every division, then you'll be ahead by a week the rest of the time, because you'll always be on the next week's schedule, looking at those for whatever. You'll know what's to come that much in advance. So what we have tomorrow, of course, the next set we'll see is going to be red again, and that's our red set 2. It's going to be Ryu taking on the Mii Brawler. And if you want, I can even tell you if they won or not. Those are 2 losers going up against each other. Dr. Mario and King K Rool are going up against each other. Those are 2 winners there. Jigglypuff and Yoshi. And that is a winner and a Jigglypuff that was on a bye. So Jigglypuff going to see her for the first time. Peach taking on Byleth, and those are 2 losers actually. Peach, see if she can rebound. Young Link taking on Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong won, Young Link lost. Zelda, and again, just their first matchup in general. Only everyone having played 1 match so far, except one in every division, like Jigglypuff. Got Zelda taking on Greninja. Zelda lost, and also Greninja lost. Kirby lost as well, and he's taking on Simon, who defeated Peach, so that might be interesting. Another good one there. Lucario is taking on Pit, which is a rematch from the Yellow Division last season. So that should be an interesting one too. Lucario lost and Pit had won. We got Marth taking on Terry. I believe they both... Terry lost. Marth won, in fact. And then finally we have Mario taking on Hero. Both of them had won. So that's that. And we have Pyra and Mythra on a bye. That's our red set 2.1. Red set 2. And so yellow set 2, what these guys will be doing next time, the ones we just saw here, we're going to have Zero Suit Samus taking on Min Min. I have Sephiroth taking on Wii Fit Trainer. We got Game & Watch taking on Ike. Game & Watch, see him for the first time against Ike. That's rough. Joker's taking on Sonic. Ice Climbers are up against Daisy. The Mii Sword Fighter is taking on Duck Hunt. Robin versus Incineroar. We've got Olimar versus Pokemon Trainer. There's a rematch from this division last season. And we have Pikachu versus Richter. And finally, Ridley versus Samus. And Isabelle is on a bye. That is what is to come. And that will be Wednesday, I believe, next week. That we'll see them. But until then, that is that, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in those next ones and other videos and streams and things to come. But I'm Randy. That's it for now with the Nerds Templar. Have a good one. God bless. And peace out.